Are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Fields. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get some.
Watson now to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
there he goes, right side, 20, touchdown, Tampa Bay. So there, Charles, in a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point up and good by Succa, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Off play action, Fields. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson off play action. This one swung out here to Jones. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one because right now, this has not been his game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Fields now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action. It's Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Succop's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Fields. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Watson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is it's
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. after the sack on first down. Fields steps away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on second down. Fields now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Back to throw. Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a first down throw, Fields. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Succa, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the right side with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Faking the give. Now Watson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back now in Tampa. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Fields, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Finding Miller once more, complete. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. That entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Third and long. It's Fields. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.